Um, I say all of this not for my business just to be out there, but because I'm trying to help others heal as well. You know, I've been through some traumatic experiences that led me to be in a place of not trusting much of anyone, right? And I had to go on a journey of healing, which led me to here. But as I'm sitting here and probably wasting a lot of time talking about this, like, it's still hard. It's still hard to come out with my the story, my version of the story, and how things went down because of how it was. I was like I was numb for 2 years. I also got pregnant during that time and had my youngest son. I remember bits and pieces of like when I got the phone call that I wasn't going to be able to have my son, and they made a mistake and realized that I wasn't giving birth till months later, but still put me through extreme stress during that time. When they lied about the numerous things that we said and twisted our words around, but it was our word against theirs. And it wasn't until I moved out of the county. I was living in Ocean County at the time. It wasn't until I moved out of that county and got myself out of there that my case actually closed. I had a caseworker in my face telling me that it was my ex-husband. Why aren't you waking up? Get it through your thick skull. Like, threatening me. I didn't trust my mom. I didn't trust my ex-husband. I didn't trust anyone. Not anyone. And by the grace of God, God got me through that. Okay, so this is part 3. This will probably be my last part. Because it's hard. It's hard to get it out. During that time, I experienced several infidelities. My ex-husband was not as faithful as he should have been towards me. Again, we were put in a position, and I couldn't even acknowledge that at that time, to be honest with you. I think I was so numb that it just was another layer of trauma that I had to work through, or another, stressful situation that I had to work through. And I don't know if I have worked through it now. It's been years since that occurred, but at the time I did not. I didn't really address it at all. Not at that time. It took me till 2018 when I left them, and several more incidents that occurred for me to walk away. But that just goes to show, like, the trauma that occurred. Like this, I really believe my main focus was to get my children back. My main focus was to do whatever it took to make sure my kids were back in my care. And I felt so helpless, and I felt so hopeless. So if you're out there and you're going through something similar, or you have gone through something similar, or you maybe aren't going through anything like this, but you can relate, please know you're not alone. I suffered in silence. I couldn't really... everything went to God at that point, because I couldn't trust anyone.